Ella, why are you not eating? Last night you also eat very little. Not good for the baby. Something bothering you? Is it Dr. Shen?
What? Dr. Shen?
I saw you yesterday talking to him. Did he upset you?
No, he just wanted someone to talk to. He's going through a rough patch.
Don't talk to him anymore.
I'm really alright.
You are already married to Adam. Better tell Dr. Shen not to bother you anymore.
Don't worry about me, okay? What about you? Are you ready for your Everyday Soy meeting later?
Yeah. Where is the spreadsheet?
Why are you wearing a tie today?
When you go for a meeting, you have to dress properly. You have to look professional and smart.
Like a big boss!
Khalid, I'm going to earn lots of money so I can buy you lots of toys.
Yay!
Time for your e-learning.
Yes, big boss!
Rose, change my dressing for me. I have a meeting at Boss Lady later.
Okay.
Rose, you take the call. I'll change your both dressing. Ibu, I have a meeting with Hock. We can go to Boss Lady together.
Toulouse.
There's some missing ingredients. Where's Chef Abbas? Okay, I'm on my way.
Too tight. Rose, come over and change.
Gee, there's some problems at the restaurant.
You can go. I can manage it.
Thank you.
How many times have you done this already? Still can't get it right. So blur.
Loose, you say too loose. Tight, you say too tight.
Good luck for your meeting with James and Ananya later.
Thanks, babe. I won't let you and Dad down. I'll show them I know my stuff.
You'll knock their socks off.
Not only socks, I'll make their shoes fly off also. Bye, babe. Hello, baby. I can't wait for you to come out and give you a big hug.
I can't wait for her to come out here.
Aiyo, this bear is even bigger than my granddaughter.
Of course. You know, Uncle Louis will only give her the biggest and the best.
Uncle Handsome will keep bear for you until you are big enough. Okay?
You want to get my dad a mahjong set?
I'm moving out today. The mahjong set's to thank your dad for letting me stay over.
Why the sudden decision?
Well, you're right. I need to get my act together before I can even think about being with Ella. First, I need to stand on my own 2 feet. That's why I'm moving out. Then, I need to figure out what to do with my life.
So, are you going back to being a doctor?
Or maybe work on the free clinic. Haven't decided yet. Let me know about the mahjong set. Hi. One more, please. Thank you.
Hey, Zaryn. Hey, Shira told me you've merged with Shen.
Yep, me and Shen, one and the same person.
Really? You still sound like young.
Test me.
What are the symptoms of a leaking Mistral valve?
Shortness of breath, fatigue, loss of energy, and palpitations. Okay, how about this? Hi, he would like a cappuccino, 1 sugar, less milk.
I've had coffee with both Shen and Yang. They both know how I like my coffee.
Remember when you moved in with me years ago? You always used up all the coffee down to the last bean, put the container back in the same place, never bought a replacement, and never told me about it.
Dr. Shen, you're back!
Disclaimer, I'm not exactly the same old Dr. Shen you used to know. More like the best bits of Shen and Yang both rolled into one.
Well, I guess I have to get used to this new Dr. Shen. So, will you practice medicine again?
Maybe, since I'm no longer a danger to anyone.
And is that what Dr. Shen 2.0 really wants to do? Or is that what the original Dr. Shen wants?
Good question. I'll have to get back to you. It's on me.
Hey, Bo, are you okay?
Go, go, go. You think I don't know? I'm a burden to you.
Ibu, how many times must I tell you? You are not a burden.
Okay.
Rose, you handle her. I'm late for my meeting with Hock.
See? He just left me like this.
Zaryn is really trying his best. You have to stop making things difficult for him.
He snapped at me. I know he sees me as a burden.
You have a meeting at Boss Lady, right? I'll bring you there.
Oh,
Hey, how are you?
good, I'm good.
Yeah. Feeling good today?
Yes.
The leg feeling better? This is the latest file.
Okay.
So basically, we'll be talking about how to produce more Okara and the brand for.
That Louis is at my mask shop again. One day he'll change his name to Louis Low.
He doesn't have an office. Where else will he go?
Loser. Do you print out documents for the meeting at KSUH?
I did. I also made copies for everyone.
Eh? Why are you wearing a tie? So formal.
We're going for a meeting, right? Just thought it would be appropriate.
Let's go through a presentation. Tell me everything I need to know.
I was thinking of using the omni-channel approach to tell people about...
What omni-channel approach?
Aya, you're here to observe. Don't disturb.
I'm here to give you the benefit of my experience.
Exactly. You don't disturb.
Mom, I was about to elaborate when Dad interrupted me and you interrupted Auntie May Wan. So, we'll explain what Okara is by using online magazines, editorials, and video interviews.
Yeah, sounds good. But is it enough? It can be a bit boring, right?
That was what I was about to say.
So that's where the branding of Everyday Soy comes in. Our image should be fun, local, and iconic.
The orchid is iconic, like our vendor, Miss Joachim.
What do orchids have to do with Okara?
Yeah, both start with O, but nobody eats orchid.
And orchid will be such a pretty logo. We can align it with the Orchid Ladies Society.
I was thinking of the kopitiam. Very local, very Singapore.
Yeah, we can have a kopitiam uncle or auntie to be the face of Everyday Soy.
What? Kopitiam?
Okay. Everyday Soy for the everyday man. I like it.
Me too.
So, nothing to say means ding ding.
Oh, Hock. Gentle reminder, the Vietnam project is huge. KSUH reputation is riding on it.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just making sure you've got the right person giving you the right advice.
As far as I can recall, the Vietnam project has nothing to do with you. You focus on your work and leave the huge projects to us. Hock, let's go.
Are you out of your mind? This kopitiam uncle will just cheapen the brand.
I beg to differ. I think it's just what we need to appeal to our local market.
Fine. It's your business, your funeral. But you better do a good job with the OL's catering tomorrow.
We're on top of it.
You're going off already? Bye-bye. Please bring along this fella with you.
I haven't put my towel yet.
Derek, you're not welcome here. Let's go.
Oi!
All right. So the first thing that we as a trio should do as a marketing team...
Rose, what are you doing here?
I came to see if you're okay.
Of course I'm okay. I'm not a child. No need to check on me.
Don't worry about Jadina, Rose. She's fine.
In that case, I'll see you back at the restaurant.
She thinks I'm useless. But I also have ideas. Maybe instead of kopitiam uncle, we can get rich Tai to gossip about Everyday Soy. You see, gossiping is the best way to spread news about Everyday Soy. When Madeline dumped you, half an hour later, my customer were gossiping about it already.
Do you need me to go through the rating system again?
Don't need. I got this.
Zaryn, what are you doing here?
I'm Hock's manager.
Manager? But I manage you. You are my assistant.
Do you want to study your company's organization chart before we begin?
I'm ready. Zaryn, get me a cappuccino. 2 sugar, small milk.
Sure. I was about to get myself a coffee also.
We can distribute flyers. I opened Adina's 40 years ago. I printed my menu on flyers. Many of my customers came to my store because they saw all my flyers.
Yeah, but we can reach out to a lot more people by using social media.
Yes. We can use influencers like Handsome and Nina so they can talk about Okara and Everyday Soy on the videos and their live streams for a start.
So you all think my ideas are lousy?
No, of course not. I mean, we can still distribute flyers. Maybe electronic ones, you know, save paper.
Yeah. Never mind. No need to humor me. Social media then. I'm going back to my restaurant.
Che, no. It was just an idea that we could use social media on top of the flyers. Che, please, can I help you with...
No, please don't.
To achieve SSED Gold certification, not only do you need to use sustainable materials and resources and make sure the building is energy efficient, you also have to show how integrated the different aspects of the building are and how this integration will add to your building's green credentials. You can refer to page 7 to 10 for more details.
I don't need a consultant to tell me that. The Vietnam building is already designed in accordance to SSED Gold criteria. What I want to know, how to achieve platinum certification.
You want to aim for platinum? No problem. But you need to invest in a zero waste management system.
James, do we have the resources for that?
A zero waste management system would take a huge chunk of the budget.
But it would save us in the long run. Besides, we would be a forerunner in the smart building management if we achieve SSED Platinum certification.
Hock, your coffee?
Wait for me outside.
But don't you want me to...
I said, wait outside.
Meeting's over. Where's the dinner?
She went back to the restaurant.
Do you think she's okay? Should we go back and check on her?
Why? What happened? Louis, did you upset her?
No. All right, let's just let her cool off, okay? Should we finish up here?
Okay. So now we have to find the face of Okara, the kopitiam uncle.
I'll get in touch with my friend's talent agency to recommend some models.
Why spend money that you don't have? You can be the kopitiam uncle.
Haha, hilarious, Dad.
Everyday Soy is your company. You're the ideal person to market its products.
It's a ridiculous idea. I'm not going to become the kopitiam uncle.
If a colonel can be the face of fried chicken, why can't you be the face of soy?
Louisa, your father has got a point. You are the one who come up with everything, and you know the product better than anyone else. You should be the one talking about it, not simply any uncle.
No, not you two. Haven't I been in the limelight long enough? People are still gossiping about me and Madeline. Forget it.
Are you going to go after him?
I'm going to the restroom.
In conclusion, you already have the framework for Gold SSED status. But why go for Gold when you can get Platinum certification?
Platinum is almost unheard of in the industry. James, Ananya, your thoughts?
Hock's recommendations are viable. It's worth a shot.
But the zero waste management system would take up a sizable chunk of our budget.
It will put KSUH in the forefront of a smart building technology. Small price to pay, if you ask me.
Dad, I'm sure James can do something about the budget. Right, James?
So note that down and get back to me by the end.
Abang, what are you doing with the cups of coffee?
The meeting room's that way in case you've forgotten.
Very funny.
Louisa, are you okay?
I'm sorry, Auntie May Wan. I didn't mean to snap at you.
Louisa, I'm also sorry for not thinking about your feelings.
It's just that everyone's talking about how Madeline dumped me. Even the people I thought were friends.
How do you know your friends are talking behind your back?
I overheard Sarah talking with a Halo influencer the other day.
Sarah is not that kind of person. What did she say?
I guess she didn't say anything. I mean, the Halo influencer was doing all the talking. But she could have at least defended me.
What did you expect her to say? It's a fact you can't even hold on to your own fiancée. You've only got yourself to blame. The only thing you could do is charm women. You had all those girlfriends, but you can't even hold on to one Madeline. You know, and you let Hock, of all people, steal your fiancée from under your nose.
Derek, enough or not? Louisa, If you don't want to be the kopitiam uncle, never mind. We'll get someone else to do it, okay?
You better find someone else to do it. This idiot can't even convince his own fiancée to marry him. I don't see how he's going to convince strangers to buy his products.
Fine, fine. I'll be the kopitiam uncle if that's what it takes to launch Everyday Soy. In fact, I'll slay it as the kopitiam uncle.
See, off he goes again.
Hey, I don't need a wheelchair. I can walk by myself.
Chick, the flat car is almost here. It'll be faster if I push you.
Just when it's getting better, I have to trip and make my injury worse. At this rate, I will never be able to walk by myself.
Chick, the doctor said your wound is healing very well. You will be walking on your own in no time.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay?
The only thing that makes me feel useful right now is Everyday Soy. But I feel I'm of no help to May Wan and Louis. I won't be surprised if they kick me out.
Chick, they won't kick you out. You're in charge of the recipes. You're a very important part of the team.
Chick, are you okay?
Let's wrap it up here.
James, I'll leave you to rework the budget and include the zero waste management system, yeah?
I'll send you the new budget by Monday.
Monday's too late. I want it first thing tomorrow morning.
What's the hurry?
I still have to incorporate it into the SSED application paperwork.
So? How long does it take you to cut and paste?
Well, Dad wants to look through the paperwork before we submit. I don't think it likes to be rushed.
This is ridiculous. We are moving massive amounts of money around. We need to do our due diligence. It's going to take at least 2 days to rework the budget.
Well, if I were you, I'll stop talking and start working ASAP. Should be enough time for you, right?
She's been taking her medication. It's under control. Why do you ask?
I'm worried that her dementia might be progressing. I mean, the other day, she spoiled the whole otak recipe, and we had to throw it out because it was too salty.
Really?
That's not all. I mean, she was a bit blunt and insensitive earlier. A real no-filter moment. I read that it's a sign of dementia progressing.
I don't think it's her dementia. You know, she can be quite blunt.
Maybe she should take a break from Everyday Soy. Might do her good.
You want her out of Everyday Soy?
No. I'm just saying that she should take a break. Be good for her. She can come back when she feels better.
She has her good days and bad days. Today happened to be a bad day because her food was giving her problems.
Rose, we're about to launch Everyday Soy. It's crunch time. I just don't want her to get stressed.
She's all right. You know, she's the happiest working with you and Auntie May Wan. You should see how excited she is when she's experimenting with the okra recipes.
That's good to know. Well, in case she needs a break, I mean, you can...
I'll let you know if she needs one.
Okay. Thanks.
Ayo, you look so tired. You better go home and rest.
I still have to work on the Hua Hua Super proposal and the Kopitiam Uncle marketing campaign.
You want coffee I make for you?
Thanks, Auntie May Wan.
The Hua Hua Super deal is our first big contract. I hope we get it.
Don't worry. They'll sign on the dotted line once they see my kick-ass proposal. Confirm and chop.
Confirm plus chop lah. You are always so confident when your father is not around. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have opened my big mouth. I shouldn't have asked you to be the kopitiam uncle.
Well, he was the one who mooted the idea. I suppose he's not wrong. I started Everyday Soy. I had to take more ownership.
Okay. I won't disturb you.
This is so typical of Louis. When he needed Ibu's help with the recipes, he was super nice to her. And now that he thinks she's a burden to his business, he wants her out.
It's not that way. He didn't say that he wants her out. He thinks that your Ibu's dementia is getting worse. So he thought that she could use a break.
God, that's just a polite way of telling her to get lost.
Are things okay between you and Louis?
Yeah, we're fine. Look, I'm just looking out for Ibu. Okay, she needs to work on Everyday Soy so she feels useful.
That's why I convinced him to let us stay. Your Ibu stuff. She will bounce back.
You made me rush through dinner with my father-in-law for this?
Look, I just want to find out from you. What are your plans for me in your company? I did all the research. Came up with proposal and the presentation deck for today's meeting. Is that an assistant's job on top of making coffee? I didn't kick up a fuss because I didn't want to embarrass you in front of James and Ananya.
Why? You want to quit?
I might, if I'm not involved in the Vietnam project.
Zaryn, don't be rash and listen. You went to jail for selling company secrets and trying to embezzle money from KSUH. Think about it. The Vietnam project is a multi-million-dollar project. You think James and Ananya wanted you in a meeting? Huh? They were probably thinking when you want to strike again. That's why I asked you to leave. You understand where I'm coming from? Look, I didn't set up a consultancy firm only for KSUH. I'll be consulting for other companies. I'll need your business expertise. And when the time comes, you lead and manage the other projects. But for now, I need to concentrate on the Vietnam project. And I need an assistant. So how? You still want to work for me or not?
I couldn't sleep, so I kept on working all night.
Aiya, didn't I tell you to rest? You have the OLS event. Then after that, you got to take the photo for the marketing campaign. You confirm sure pingsan one.
I'll be fine.
Hello. I trust everything is ready for the OLS event.
Yes, I double-checked the preparation yesterday.
Well, it better be good. Because there's a lot at stake, you know, your brand image, my reputation. Everything must be perfect.
You want me to check again, don't you?
Dear darling, dear.